lang ng iyong mga mata. Nag-iisip kung paano ba kikita. Ipon mong pera, nasasait na ba? Kaliwat kanan na rin bang iyong problema? Let's talk, pag-usapan natin ito. Don't walk, may sasabihin ako sa'yo. Sasalbases, iyo ang una. Sasalbases, solve ang problema. Lahat walang imposible. Sasalbases. Ang problema nyo ay pagnegosyo, halika dito. Makinig sa aking payo, ang mithiin sa bayan ng panalangin. At huwag mahiya na lumapit sa akin. Halika na dito sa Salvasen. Salvases, iyo ang una. Salvases, solve ang problema. Salvases, don't walk, let's talk. Salvases, let's talk. Don't walk, let's talk. Salvases.
Sa mga naubusan ng energy dahil sa napakadaming ginawa natin ngayong linggo. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat and welcome to tonight's Salvases. Thank you to all of our regular viewers. Alam mo, gusto ko lang talaga magpasalamat kasi kahit anong dami ng events, kayo pa din ang nakikita ko and it just means that you really want to learn. Always enjoying the conversation. So, kung hindi pa kayo nagsusubscribe, subscribe, like, and share na. Lagi ko nakakalimutan. Napakatita ko talaga. We are empowered. Sabi ni Rans, nagulat daw siya. We are Empower and Transform. And my name is Salve Duplito, coming to you live from my crazy studio office where people are always hungry. Coming up now, my partner, Warren de Guzman. Pasok!
Hello, Salve. Long time no see.
Parang kanina lang talaga, no?
Oo nga, parang kanina lang. Hello also to all of our viewers. Long time no see rin. Grabe. Complete attendance pa rin. Ano? Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Again, thank you, partner. Yes, we are Empower and Transform, and our mission is to create empowering financial transformations like yung nangyayari sa kamay ni Salve. No? Transformation sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Pilipinas at kahit saan mang bahagi ng mundo. Salve and I are financial journalists and personal finance professionals, RFP po, and we are here to help you learn more.
Tonight, we will be talking about scams in real estate. Nanggigigil dito yung isang kaibigan na natin na OFW partner. Kasi ang dami na naman daw na bibiktima dito. So we decided to talk about it dito sa chill kwentuhan na naman. Kaya kasi nakakaawa yung mga kababayan natin na, alam mo yun partner, ikaw alam mo to kasi anak ka nga ng OFW, di ba? Kayod ka ng kayod, hinaharap mo yung discrimination, kaliwat kanan. Tapos, yung kinikita mo, maiilit lang kapag binili mo ng real estate ng maling paraan. Kaya napakarami talagang nakakaawa. So, we decided to talk about it today in this very chill kwentuhan, sabi ko nga kanina. Pero bago yan, partner, i-shout out mo naman yung mga fans mo dyan sa baba.
Fans mo tong mga to, ano? Ikaw
Hindi,
talaga,
ikaw din.
si...
Ikaw din. Oh, guys, press 1. If you
Ay, so,
love Warren de Guzman
ikaw
and
talaga.
his
Hello,
sexy good
everybody.
looks.
Hi, Ying, si Ran, si Aris, nako, MC. Complete, ano? Everybody from the earlier
Yeah.
webinar nandito rin. Si Jeneline, thank you so much for joining. Si Dayang, hello, Ed. Hello, guys. Maraming salamat. Everybody, they're joining us from all parts of the globe. No? Si Aris from Italy. Meron dito from Dubai. Nako, ang ganda ng sinabi dito. Si Lyra. Ay, hindi, Lyra from Dumaguete naman. Ito si,
Yes.
nasan yung, galing Dubai. Makita.
Global talaga yung ating show, di ba?
Oo, ayan si Belen. Sabi niya,
Okay.
silent watcher since the On The Money days.
Ay,
Ayan.
grabe, ilang taon na yan.
Pabalik pa yung On The
Magte 10
Money.
years na.
Oo, di ba? Ang
Oo.
galing-galing. Thank you, Belen. Ayan, nag-roadshow lang tayo dyan sa Dubai, di ba? Just yesterday. Ayan. Thank you so much for
Sa
joining
Kumu
us.
din. Sa Kumu din, magsha-shoutout ako si Ishiboy, si
Sige.
Carla, nandyan si Naima Gakong,
Hello.
Mama Lupita, Abraham Etchon, Kathleen Sabaliano, Chel User 350, Ron Ordonez, Jam at marami pa pong iba. Maraming salamat po
Grabe.
sa pagsama
Salamat
sa
po.
amin ngayong gabi.
Salamat. Si Aris daw from Mars. Ano yan?
Pwede.
Sumakay ka kay,
Alien.
kay Elon Musk. Sumakay kay Elon, nauna ka na. Oo. Ayan,
Galing.
galing.
Yes.
Hindi, talagang advanced mag-isip yan si Aris And very diligent in So I won't be surprised na magiging billionaire din yan. Tapos sasakay siya doon sa mga, magkano ba yung presyo ng ticket sa space? Diba?
Daang libo.
Oo, dollar, diba? Dollar. Million yata yun Kaya yan
Million.
kaya ni Aris yun in 5 years. Yan!
I love it. Claim it. Let's claim it.
Let's claim it. Pero bago yan, partner, mag-recap muna tayo sa mga nangyari during the market. Sa market natin during the week. Yung TSEI, it was doing great. And then on Friday, nagkaroon ng close to 100-point drop. And madami nangyayari. Ang daming mga factors dyan. But we're still at 7.3, 7.4.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, considering where we were at the bottom of last year, 4,000. Diba?
Oo.
Maganda
Pero
yung performance.
Yeah, it was a very difficult day, especially in overseas markets kasi when the new variant, yung galing sa South Africa na COVID, broke, when the news broke, talagang parang Black Friday na naman yung nangyari nung last Friday. Bagsakan in foreign market sa Pilipinas, bumagsak din. Di ba, gusto na ng mga tao, umakyat na tayo ng papuntang 8,000 sana Kaya lang wala. Marami talagang mga nangyayaring ganun. So ano ba dapat ang isipin ng mga tao pag nakakakita ng ganito? Should you sell? Should you buy some more?
Nag-compound pa yung worry sa mga tao no special meeting pa yung WHO So ibig sabihin talagang seryoso. Diba? It's a serious variant kasi they're talking about variants all the time. Meron silang sinasabi there's in different parts of the world pero hindi naman sila nagko-call ng emergency meeting ng ganon So talagang nag-react yung market. Pero regarding what you said, partner, yung kung whether to buy or to sell, diba? You always have to go back to the purpose of your money, diba? And what we say is, ako, at least for me, the best time to sell is when you're going to use the money. Are you going to use the money now? Diba? Kung hindi, bakit ka pa magsasell? And actually, if you look at this, yung sinasabi nga ni diba? Ano yung favorite saying natin? You should be greedy when others are fearful. Ayan. So may konting fear on Friday. And actually, you should try to pick up some if you're cost averaging it was a good time to buy kasi medyo mas mura ng konti yung mga stocks natin pwede mong pasukan.
True. Naalala ko, partner Warren, when the market crashed to 4,000 from the high end of 7,000 last year during the height of the COVID pandemic. Hindi pa natin kilala yung coronavirus at that time. Lahat nagkukumahog para maintindihan. Ano ba talaga tong COVID-19? And when the market crashed, I remember posting about it on social media. Guys, bili na kayo kung may extra cash kayo. But not money that you will need for one whole year. If you have extra cash, this is the time to buy because this is actually the best. Tayo mga nagwa-watch sa market, nakikita natin na over the years from a 20, 30-year, 40-year, 50-year time period, those who became billionaires were able to buy when prices are really low. And that only happens when there are big crises, di ba?
Yes.
Sa isip-isip ko nun, 100 years ago yung last na pandemic, mukhang ito na talaga yung buying opportunity na hinihintay natin. But of course, everybody was afraid, di ba? Everybody was
Yes.
scared. And I realized when I talked to DNL owner, yung si Alvin Lau and his family, that was also the time that he bought at really, really low prices. Kaya tingin ko, yung mga bumili noon, kumita na ngayon, di ba? Kasi 4,000 to 7,000 levels, laki na ng kinita ng mga
Malaki yung
tao.
kinita mo. Oo, totoo yan. Ano?
Wow.
And
Yes.
ayan, si Aris daw, he bought. Ayan, very good. Congratulations.
Yes.
Pero at the
Ayan.
same time, maganda yung point mo, Salve, na you should not spend the money that's part of your emergency fund, or as yung CJR earlier, yung tawag niya care fund. Don't
Yes.
wag mong galawin 'yon. Yung problema
No.
lang, last year there was a time na talagang uncertain and people were thinking about, okay ba yung emergency fund nila? 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Sapat ba to or dapat mag-save pa tayo? So there was a fear factor pa rin and people were not buying in. Meron mang yung sinasabi sa market, yung trying to, yung falling knife, catching a falling knife.
Yeah.
'Di ba? People were trying to
Yeah.
figure out, ito na ba yung was this the bottom of the market?
Yeah.
'Di ba? And then timingan nila, hindi pa yata to bottom, baka mas mura pa yan. Pero if you waited for the bottom and then you didn't buy at 4,000, you weren't able
Yeah.
to capitalize. So, meron din
Oo.
mga tao na nag-miss out. But yung isang maganda diyan, yung beauty ng yung lagi mong pinipreach, yung cost averaging, partner, if you just followed your consistent investment plan and you bought on a regular basis, whatever it is, 5,000 or 1,000 or 10,000 a month or every quincenas, then you are still able to benefit from the lows. Kasi when it was a really low at 4,000, you were able to buy a little bit more than you usually buy. And siguro if you bought again, or you used your cost averaging, you bought again on Friday when the market
Yeah.
dropped, you were able to buy again a little bit more than you usually buy. So ayan, it evens out as long as you're consistent, 'di ba, in your
True.
investment plan.
Yeah, totoo yun, partner. Kaya nga yung cost averaging, it takes out the emotion out of investing. Kasi
Yes.
naka-schedule ka lang, automatic. So I do a little bit of cost averaging and then I reserve a little bit more. When I get windfalls, that's when I buy, especially when I'm infatuated with a certain stock na pinag-aralan ko na. Usually, it takes me 6 months to consider whether a stock is worth buying or not kasi maraming pag-aaral yan. Also, this means that if you are retiring in 1 year or so, you should not invest, or whatever investment you should have, tanggalin mo na pag when the markets are good. If you're retiring 2 or 1 year or 3 years from now, find a good time to sell and keep that in either bond placements na to keep it safe. But not all of your retirement money. Kasi 20 years usually yung retirement period, ah. So, yung mga pang last 10 years mo, pwede mo pang i-keep in investment. But yung first 10 years, medyo safer instruments na yan. Kasi ayaw natin na kailangan natin mapa-hospital tapos nandun pala sa paluging stocks yung ating retirement. So, yun po ang ibig sabihin nun. And then, partner, thank you, Mark, for joining the stream. Ayan, ang sinasabi natin para sa mga tao na nandito din nanonood ng ating show every Saturday. Ano ba ibig sabihin, partner, ng 1.2 trillion budget deficit? Bilang isang reporter na laging mong nire-report yung mga ganitong information. Thank you sa universe!
Oh, thank you so much. Grabe, meron tayong diamonds bigla.
Yes.
Ayun. Yung budget
Ayan.
deficit, that's tackling the government, And what it tells you, just offhand, is that the government is not earning enough to pay for its expenses. Ano? And that's usually the case in these kinds of situations kasi nga, ang pangit ng ekonomiya, wala masyadong kumikita na kumpanya, and then that translates to the corporate income tax na wala masyadong nako-collect ang gobyerno dahil diyan. Nangyayari din yan pag mataas yung unemployment, de wala masyadong income yung mga tao, yung mga empleyado, and then hindi ka maka-collect din ng income tax sa kanila. So yung mga revenue streams of the government, when it suffers, nagkakaroon tayo ng budget deficit, lalo na kung nagsispend ng malaki ang government.
Pag kulang ang collection.
Kung kulang ang collection. Mas concerning yung budget deficit pag yung gastos ay hindi mo nakikita kung saan napupunta. Ano? That's always a concern. That's always a concern. Pero if you see naman that the government is spending on the right things like infrastructure or like social amelioration when in times of great need, de matutuwa ka naman, di ba?
Positive.
Positive. Yung paggasto sa vaccination drive natin, that is a positive, di ba? And you should be happy that your government is spending on these things para libre yung pagbabakuna sa inyo. Because it's really something that we need so that the economy can really get reinvigorated and restarted. So when you see the budget deficit, yes, it's a concern, but always keep in mind that if the government is spending it on the right things, then this bodes well for the country as a whole. And
yes,
that goes into the next thing, pero medyo off topic na, yung elections next year. That's why it's important that you use the elections to make sure that the people at the very top will spend our money wisely. Kasi pera natin yan eh. Diba? Pera natin yan.
Before
sige.
Go ahead.
Sige. Sige. Yeah. Last point.
Okay, go ahead.
If they're running a budget deficit and then hindi ka pa sigurado sa mga namumuno, magtataka ka talaga kung saan napupunta yung pera. So isipin mo, ang laki ng budget deficit, 1.2 trillion over yung kinikita mo, yung sobra, di ba? Yung gastos mo over yung kinikita mo, hindi kinakaya ng kinikita mo, and then napupunta pa
utang yan.
Utang
yan. Every time may budget deficit, dagdag sa utang natin yan, guys.
Yes,
Actually, yun ang pinaka din dun para sa mga investors, partner. On the governance side, partner said it very eloquently. Very careful tayo, and that's one of the things that we need to look at. Pagdating dun sa paano ba ginagastos ng gobyerno yung perang binabayad natin in taxes, pag sobra yung gastos over ng kinikita, nagkakaroon ng budget deficit. Pero hindi laging negative yun. Kung maganda yung pagkakagamit, okay. Kung pangit at hindi natin alam, walang transparency, isip-isip na tayo. Boto natin yung tamang tao. Pero thank you muna kay Jose Miguel Janora sa 250 pesos na super sticker.
Thank you so much.
Pang surplus na, budget surplus namin yan partner Warren. Thank you din po. Hindi pa naman. Pero ito pong mga production namin, we really do it out of love for all of you, di ba? Tens, thank you so much on attending. Marami po tayo OFWs na nanonood dito at maraming salamat kay Lola Dali Krinheim for sending an MY, for sending that Miss Kumu Universe. Napaka-importante na naintindihan ng ating mga viewers kasi pag every time tumataas yung budget deficit, just like a regular household, pag yung ginastos natin, ito yung punto ni Warren kanina, pag yung ginastos natin, lagpas dun sa kita, syempre sa utang natin kukunin. 'Di ba? Tapos, yung utang na yan, babayaran ng mga anak-anak natin over time. Kaya meron pong pinapanganak, baby pa lang may utang na, 'di ba? Kasi napakalaki ng budget deficit. So actually, may trauma tayo sa budget deficit kasi every time lumalaki po ang budget deficit, ibig sabihin there's a possibility that interest rates will go up. And the interest rates of the government, when they go up, lahat ng loans, umaakyat din yung interest rate. So, credit tightens, ganyan. So, yan po yung mga things that we need to look at in very simple terms. Maintindihan na natin yan. Ayan. Tapos, partner, ito medyo weird kasi yung next item na ipapa-explain ko sa'yo, anong ibig sabihin ng pagbukas ng IKEA sa Pilipinas?
Oo
sa
nga, oo nga.
Pilipinas.
Or as the Swedes say, IKEA, di ba? IKEA.
IKEA pala, sorry naman.
IKEA.
Ang
Hindi,
Pilipino
pero
kasi
IKEA,
IKEA. Oo.
very, very prominent na rin yung pronunciation ng IKEA. Pero yeah, it's actually great news for us, di ba? It's the largest
In the
IKEA in the
world.
world, di ba? Ayan, di ba? We already have that claim. Ang galing-galing. And we were able to actually go to several events for IKEA and
Oh,
na-interview namin yung mga ibang empleyado nila. Ang daming Pinoy na-employ
good
ng IKEA.
employment.
Yes, good employment. Plus, yung mga ibang OFW who used to work for IKEA abroad are now working here. So it gave them the
Wow!
opportunity to work
Come
here at
home.
home. Pero, di ba, same employer pa rin and same benefits pa rin.
Natatakot
So,
lang ako,
ganda.
partner.
Ano? Gagastos ka,
Baka,
no?
baka mag-budget deficit ako dahil sa...
Sabi ko na nga ba, sabi ko na nga ba. Mahirap na kasi ang ganda ng mga produkto nila eh, no? Maganda
Ah,
naman. And a lot of it
ingat.
actually parang affordable yung mga iba, no. Meron pa silang partner yung Rags to Riches, yung Pinoy na ano. So they're gonna
Yes!
be offering
Kaibigan natin yan si Reed.
yan.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna be offering Filipino-made products, ano. That's gonna be great and at a good price, ano. And yung
Yeah.
problema lang is pag nag-add up na lahat ng mga pinili mo doon, naku, yung add to basket mo, sasakit yung ulo mo. Sa checkout, di ba?
May chicket. Tapos
Oo.
finally, outlook daw for the PSEI next year is 8,200 to 9,000.
Well,
What do you
depende.
think,
It really
guys?
depends on who you ask, you know? It really depends on who you ask. There are some who are saying mga 7, 8, 'di ba? Mga very conservative. Yun yung mga nakita ko sa ibang forecast. Pero 8,200 to 9,000 in 2022, that's all going to depend on what happens with the elections, you know. And
This
uh,
new virus also.
also the new virus, the new variant, ano, if it's going to be a
Mm.
bad thing or kung meron man tayong spike ulit in cases, nako, the experts are already saying na we're going to have a spike in new cases after in January or February dahil nga sa Christmas
Mm.
season. 'Di ba? Yung mga
Mm-mm.
tao, they are now more confident. They're going to see each other and very lax na yung mga mobility restrictions natin. So there is a high possibility nga na magkaroon tayo ng spike ng COVID. And just on Friday, nakita natin yung impact, di ba, when we have bad news related to COVID, talagang nagre-react yung mga markets. So,
Mm-mm.
yeah, di ba, 8-2, it's good to be optimistic, pero you also have to be guarded as well.
Yeah. Okay, partner. Ito naman, diretso tayo sa ating topic for today. Nakuha nating balita nito mga nakaraang araw sa kaibigan natin sa ibang bansa. Nagbebentahan na ulit ng mga kondo sa mga OFW. Yung mga OFW po ditong nanonood, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Kumu, meron po mga OFW na nagme-message sa atin dito sa Kumu. Kayo po ba ay nakaka-experience na niyan? Na o-offeran na kayo ng mga investment in real estate ulit. Diba? They're starting to be more aggressive now kasi nagbubukas na ekonomiya, bumabalik na yung employment, so nagiging aggressive na naman. Alam mo ba, partner, kung paano nila ginagawa ang pagbebenta? Nagagawa sila ng mga financial literacy event. So parang ganun, akala mo, ano lang, okay, let's teach people how to manage their finances better. Pag alam na nila yung sweldo mo, ang siste, bibentahan ka ng not 1, not 2, but 3 condominiums, tapos i-flip mo lang daw para mabilis ang kita sa pera. Narinig nyo na ba to, guys? I wanna see in the comment box if you've heard of this kind of offer. Ayan, sa
Meron si
OFW,
Dayan.
Roland daw ang offer kay
Roland,
Dayan.
oo.
Okay.
Sino pa? Si
Pero,
Belen, relate daw siya, relate.
relate, ayan.
Oo. Meron daw si Aris, yes din, over there in Europe. Meron din. Actually, partner, yung OFWs kasi, prime target talaga yan ng mga real estate agents, and they regularly hold yung mga road shows just to find buyers for their Pero when you're considering real estate kasi, you really have to also consider the market. Yung isang tip ko para sa inyo, look at some of the real estate experts websites. They offer their research free. A lot of it is there, and then you can, syempre, if you want to ask for their help na in purchasing or leasing or something like that, yun may bayad na. Pero companies like Colliers, madami silang nilalabas ng mga studies. And right now, their studies are saying that the condominium market, it's really not good. Ano,
Yeah.
nagbagsakan yung mga prices dahil
Mm-mm.
because of the pandemic. It's not People don't feel safe in condominiums kasi ang sikip, elevator kayo, magkakatabi kayo, people don't feel
Mm-mm.
safe in condominiums right now. So it's very hard to sell those. So if these people are telling you na you can buy 2
Madali
or 3
mag-flip.
condos and
Yeah.
madali mag-flip, nako, mag-isip-isip na kayo. Actually, kahit walang pandemya, mahirap mag-flip ng real estate. No, it's not that simple. Ito, share ko sa iyo, partner, isang kwento. When I was planning for our wedding kami ni Jihan, yung plano ko talaga kasi I had a condominium na nag-earn ako through rent, ano. Pero gusto ko na one time big time. So gusto ko na ibenta. Kaya
Mm.
so naisip ko parang ibenta ko to and I'll use part of the proceeds for my
The
wedding
wedding.
para maganda kasi 'di ba kailangan once in a lifetime 'yan. Although it depends on you, 'di ba, kung anong gusto mo niyan. Pero I also wanted to get the other part of the proceeds for our nest egg, 'di ba, moving forward. Nahirapan ako. Ang hirap mag-flip. Ang hirap mag-flip.
Yeah.
You have to, by consideration of the pricing, and then you have to talk to a lot of people. You have to cast a wide net to find the actual
Mm-mm.
buyers. Diba? Ang dami mong kausap ng mga real estate agents, and a lot of them will do trippings and everything. Pero
Mm-mm.
a lot of
Tagal.
promises, matagal. Hindi siya
Mm-mm.
agad-agad. It's
Mm-mm.
hindi instant money yan. Mahirap yung secondary market ng real estate. It's pretty tough. And lalo na at this time, lalo na pag condos, di ba? Just look at the
Yeah.
research out there. People don't like condos because of the pandemic and because they feel like it's not safe.
And this is the reason why you lose money if this is how you're going to invest in real estate. Number one, ganda ng punto ni Warren, hindi madali mag-flip. Kung kailangan mo meron ka ng listing ng mga tao na bibentahan or bibilhan for you to be able to liquidate easily, di ba? Number two, merong karamihan ng mga developers, they will make the monthly payments easy for you to pay, 'di ba? Parang liliitan 'yun tas magbaballoon payment in the end. Ito po yung kailangan tandaan ng ating mga
Mhm.
kababayan.
Mhm.
Kailangan alam nyo exactly yung schedule of payments. Kasi pag hindi nyo alam, to be able to pay the amortization of 3 properties, ha? Tapos pag nagkasabay-sabay yung balloon payments niyan, na maiilit. Lahat ng hinulog nyo mawawala sa inyo yan. Because
Yes,
you won't
correct.
be able to pay off all 3 properties. Kaya itong manner of selling, dapat ito pinagbabawal ng HLURB. Huwag na po kayong mahuhulog sa ganitong pakana ng ating mga developers. Minsan yung developer mismo, hindi naman nila alam kasi yung mga ahente talaga yung nagpo-push nito. Kaya sana just talk to the agents who you know and you trust. Because pagka ganoon, hindi nila kayo o-offeran ng ganito. It is very dangerous para sa ating mga kababayan. Ikaw, partner, you've bought a property condominium unit before. Any tips that you can give to our viewers to make sure that when they buy, hindi mawawala sa kanila yung property?
Tama yung sinabi mo, partner, ano, regarding yung unang payments na sinasabi ng mga real estate agents. That's usually just a down payment, ano. They're just talking about the down payment. They're saying you can stretch it for 3 years, 5 years, pero down payment pa lang yan, usually 20% of the full price. Yung hindi nyo alam, kayo po ang maghahanap ng bank financing nyo. So when you look to buy a condo, on top of the real estate agent, you have to talk to a bank already, okay, before you start payments on the down payment. Kasi kung at the end of the day, nabayaran nyo yung down payment pero wala kayong makuhang loan para bayaran yung full price of the condo, hindi nyo po makakuha yung condo.
Or
Okay?
pipilitin kayong kumuha ng in-house financing na ang interest rate po nun minsan doble doon
Masyadong
sa
mataas.
interest rate na makukuha nyo sa
Oo.
bangko.
Although, partner, now, because naghirap talaga yung mga ibang real estate developers, nagkaroon sila ng mga very favorable terms, ano, even with their in-house financing. Pero you still have to be careful. Tama si partner. You have to look at it. You have to compare it with the bank loans that might be available to you. Syempre, kung yun nga, kung wala kang makuha na bank loan, then you're forced into that in-house financing hole, ano, wala kang choice. So you just have to be prepared for the expenses. Isa pa dyan, partner, ang daming expenses na hindi nila sinasabi.
Yes.
Ang dami, okay? You have to consider yung fee ng broker, you have to consider the transfer fees, the documentary stamps, madami po yan. It, Nako, often
Para na speechless ka bigla.
it could add anywhere between 100 to 200,000 pesos on the price of your property. Ano? So be
Agree.
careful with that. Check it out. Ask them. All-in na ba yung presyo na yan? Gusto ko yung all-in. Sabihin nyo sa akin. They should know that. They actually know that. And they can tell you. Di ba? Pero very often they won't. Kasi mas maganda pakinggan na mas mura siya ng 200,000. Di ba?
Totoo. Bottom line nga, never go into anything na hindi mo nakikita lahat ng numero. Kasi okay naman bumili talaga ng property. If that is within your budget, that is within your timeline, and you understand all of the costs, okay bumili niyan because it will increase your net worth over time. Basta nakaplano na yan. Pero kung bibili lang kayo kasi nasabihan kayo na ma-flip mo yan. Ito pag hindi mo pa yan tapos mabenta, bumili ka na nito kasi pag nabenta mo yan, yun na yung pambili mo ng second property. Tapos kikita ka na doon, iyon naman yung pambili mo ng third property. Kung ang habol nyo lang ay quick money, wag nyo na lang ituloy at mag-ipon muna para hindi kayo makapasok sa isang bagay na maikakalugi lang ninyo. Ayan.
Yeah,
So yan ang
totoo yan.
advice namin ni Partner Warren ngayong gabi.
Actually, partner, dun sa condo na nakuha ko, may nagtanong ko sino yung developer. Hindi to endorsement, but it was Mega World. Yung nabenta ko siya, parang nabenta ko siya at cost kasi nagmamadali ako. Pero yung saving graces na pa-rent out ko siya ng ilang years. So may kita na yung property for me. So these are the things that you consider. If you want to sell your property ng madalian, you have to drop the price. 'Di ba? Kung sinasabi nila i-flip ng madali, nako, yung presyo bababa. Hindi mo makukuha yung pinakamagandang presyo as a seller. Okay? So keep those in mind. Also, very basic. Visit the property, ask for the documents. Ask for the documents. If they can show you the title, the tax debt, the tax clearance, yung association dues na paid in full, hanapin nyo lahat yan. Yung PRC license ng real estate agent. You ask for that also. They should have that required.
Huwag kayo mahihiya. Kasi minsan kahiyaan di ba? Baka isipin niyo, pinagdududahan ko siya. Di ba? May ganun tayo.
Sabihin mo, yun talaga. Sabihin mo sa kanya, baka hindi ka totoong real estate agent. Pakita nga ng license. Sabihin mo harap-harapan, di ba? Kung scammer yan, baka malis na iiwan ka na lang. Hindi nakasave ka ng pera.
Right.
Oo, diba?
Totoo. At ito pa pala, basahin yung kontrata. Kahit na feeling ninyo, pro forma yan, lahat naman ganyan Alam mo, ako, I saved myself a lot of heartache and headache and money ache by reading every line. Kasi yung binibili ko na property na house and lot, ang nakalagay doon, ginawa niyang condominium units. Sabi ko, wait lang ang binibili ko, bahay na may lote, hindi yun kondo. Kasi ganito po yan. Ano lang yan, wording lang yan. Pero nakalagay naman po dito sa dokumento na to na merong lupa. Sabi ko, hindi ko bibilin yan kung hindi nyo papalitan. So, they changed it. Kailangan talaga, educated tayo at alam natin how to be a difficult customer sometimes.
Yan, tama yan, partner, tama yan. May comment dito, si Belen, tsaka si Carla. Mag-REITs na lang. Tama po yan. Actually, yung REITs, it's a great product. If you want to buy, kasi isipin mo na lang, gusto mo ng commercial property para iparenta. Pero may pera ka ba para gumawa ng malaking mall or malaking office building? Wala, di ba? Kailangan mong bilyones para doon. Pero you can still own a part of that through REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. Mamimili ka na lang ngayon. 5 na sila ngayon. And tulad ng sinabi yung kaibigan natin si Roel Refan, CEO of PSC, may lalabas pa na iba. Diba?
Yes, at mas malaki
Sabi
pa.
niya, mas malaki pa. Sabi niya, SM daw, SM. Ayan. Ayun. So,
Chismoso.
oo, daw. Hindi ko na confirm.
Exciting.
So, if you
Yes.
want real estate like that, get into REITs. Ako may REITs
Oo.
ako. Ayan. So,
Yan, may disclosure po siya. Okay,
oo.
partner, I think we start talking to our viewers. Ang dami-dami pong
Ang
katanungan.
dami. Ito si
Okay.
Ed. Saan po pwedeng mag-check yung credibility ng real estate brokers, property specialist, property consultant? Yes, alam ko yung PRC. Actually, nagawa ko yan. I was recently shopping for some land in Bulacan, ano? Kasi maganda yung prospects, magkakaroon ng MRT7, nandun yung San Miguel Airport, so it's a smart buy, ano? You
Ay,
usually,
sorry, partner.
ano?
Mag-hello lang tayo kay Mike Games.
Mike
Nakalimutan ko po shout out kanina. Ayan,
hello,
nandito po
Mike.
siya nanonood.
Ayan.
At saka si Coach Herbie, si Heidi Gaga
Hello.
Casino,
Ayan.
at lahat ng mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon. Sorry, partner,
Ayan.
in-stop muna kita.
No
Okay,
problem,
go
no
ahead.
problem. Ayun, so yung usually they'll give their PRC number outright, ano, nasa email nila or something like that. You can check that sa PRC mismo. Meron silang listing, ano. Pero I try to look at it now just to be sure para makuha ko yung yung website. Kaso lang under under maintenance yung PRC website. So
You just call them.
yeah, just call them or check it out there. Meron silang way to verify. Also,
yes.
sige, partner, go.
You
Go
can
muna.
ask your contacts in the industry also.
Yes.
Ask him for referral. Sino ba yung naging client niya na before? And then you can call those or may mga... You can ask them actually. Okay lang naman yun. Sabihin mo lang, uy, baka pwedeng bigyan mo kami ng parang way to get in touch with people who have bought from you before, and then you also interview them, and then you ask people around if this is an okay broker. Tapos, yung company nila, pwede nila i-check sa HLU-RBF license.
Yes, tama yun. And another tip na naisip ko, yung if you already have contacts in real estate, tulad ng sinabi ni Salve, especially if you have friends or relatives who are real estate agents, ask for their help. They'll be happy to help you out. Ask for yung copies nila ng deed of sale, yung mga ganun. So you can compare the document that the guy who's trying to sell to you will give to you, di ba? If it's really correct, ask
Ang laki po ng ibabayad nyo sa mga agent na yan, kaya mamili kayo ng mabuti.
Yes.
Kasi marami pong siraulo. Sorry.
Pay attention to the fine print. Fine print.
We really have to say it, di ba?
Minsan the broker gets a fee from the seller, and then he gets a fee from the buyer. So pay attention to that. Okay, kung sino man if the broker is selling the property on behalf of the seller, dapat yung seller yung magbayad sa kanya, hindi ikaw.
Yeah.
Okay?
And negotiate. So if you are getting the loan yourself, ganito mahal yung in-house financing. So if you're able to get the loan itself, kayo na mismo ang nag-arrange ng bank loan to buy the property. Ito yun. Essentially, to the developer, you are actually paying in cash. Diba? So you can negotiate for a lower price. So nakababa ka na ng interest rate, pwede ka pa mag-negotiate kasi for all intents and purposes, you are paying in cash. Kasi yung iyong relationship with the banker, kayo na yun eh. Bahala ka na sa bangko. So, yan, para sa akin, mas magandang opportunity yun for people who want to get the property cheaper.
Also, if you're going, di ba, we already said na you have to secure your financing before you buy the property, di ba? Use your bank. Your bank.
Para kilala ka na.
Kilala ka na, meron ka ng deposit sa kanila, and may credit history na kayo. They'll probably give you the best interest rate that you can get out of all of the other loans that you might look for. Kasi may
si partner Warren, naaamoy pa lang nila yung pabango niya, nagkukumahog na yung mga bankero. Para salubungin siya. Okay, comment sa iba. Pupunta lang ako sa Kumu, sabi ni Krinheim. Yes po, dito po sa Saudi, friend ko po yung nag-offer, pero di ko kinagat kasi I don't think profitable siya now. Ayan, mauta. Tapos, actually, thank you for the halo-halo, I love.
Yun ako, salamat. Yung sasabihin ko sana for OFWs, ang hirap kasi you can't visit the property. 'di
Oo
ba?
nga.
Ang hirap.
Get somebody to check it for you.
You have to get somebody to check. You have to see it, 'di ba? Stand on the lot, 'di ba? Pag kasi
Oo.
alam nyo, maraming mga ganyan. You go to go around. Travel ka lang around the city and makita mo yung mga ibang lots diyan. Meron mga nakalagay na kapaskil, this lot is not for sale.
Oo
'Di ba?
nga.
Alam
Partner,
mo,
alam mo ba, narinig mo ba yung mga OFW na bayad na sila pero wala palang property?
wala palang property. 'Di ba kalokohan
Mm.
'yun? Nakakainis,
Mm.
nakakainis. You have to visit the
Mm.
property, 'di ba? Look for it. Look yung technical description kung marunong ka magbasa noon. You have to check that.
Yeah.
Baka yung pinapakita sa iyo na binebenta hindi pala yun yung lupa, 'di ba? You have
Or
to be
hindi
able
ako
to
marunong magbasa nun.
Naku, you'll have to ask for help. You have to ask for help.
Oo, mga
Oo.
geodetic engineer.
Yeah. Yung mga
Oo.
subdivision madali, di ba? Kasi may lot
Oo,
plan
tama. May lot
and you
plan.
can ask. Actually, yung isang style dyan na ginagawa namin, we ask several real estate brokers from the
Yes.
same subdivision. They'll show you
Oo.
the lot plan and then everything. Tapos, you can ask, itong lot nito for sale ba yan? Usually, alam din nila
Mm-mm.
yung mga binibenta ng mga kasama nila eh. Pero kung
Yeah.
kung sold na and everything, ay maganda, di ba? Mag-isip ka na. Hindi, sold na po
Tara.
yan. Hindi yan for sale, di ba?
Natawa ako sa comment ni Dayang, bibigay daw sa inyong bundok pala.
So, depende naman kung gusto mo naman ng bundok, di ba? Pero baka
Yes.
matuwa ka pa sa bundok. Yung
May
mataas yung
tanong si
elevation.
Heidi.
Heidi,
Miss
I might have missed
Heidi.
po, are there any ways to get REIT other than in COL Financial? REITs, okay, gusto mo partner ikaw sumagot?
Ikaw na. Sige, go.
REITs they trade like stocks. So wherever you can trade stocks, you can buy REITs. That's the beauty of it, ano? Hindi mo
Lahat ng
kailangan
stockbrokers.
Yes, oo. Bili ka lang, mamili ka na lang sa stock market and bili ka. You find the price there, may madaling price discovery, you put in your bid and then boom, may-ari ka na ng mall sa EDSA.
Not sure if you read this.
Part owner.
May-ari ka na, hindi lang mall. Marami yan.
Office
Ayan.
building, ayan, di ba?
Oo. Magandang comment ni Raymond. Kung wala pang enough capital to make a physical real estate business, mag-REITs na lang muna. So, just confirming what the advice is for na sinabi ni Partner Warren kanina, may naghihintay din ng SM. SM
Ayan.
Prime na REIT.
Oo. Ito, maganda. Si Herbie, architect siya. Yun, he can help us daw read the titles. So, yan, maganda, diba?
Coach
Siyempre,
Herbie, architect ka pala.
Yan.
O, yaman coach po sila.
Yan, di ba? Ang galing. Find the people that can help you. Find the engineer, find an architect, di ba? Ask for help. Don't be shy. It's a big decision buying a property. Yung sinasabi lang instant money, di ba? Flip lang natin. It's not like that. It's a big decision.
Sumbong nyo sa akin, papaluin namin yan. Kung sino man yung nangungulit sa inyo. Partner Warren, ang ganda nito. Kinonfirm ni Jim yung sinabi mo kanina. Processing fees niya daw 326,000.
Oh, di ba? Malaki yan.
Grabe,
Malaki yan. It varies depending on the LGU. Iba-iba po yan. So you have to ask the agent outright. Magkano yung all-in? Kasama lahat ng fees. And then yung plansyahin nyo kung sino magbabayad ng yung capital gains tax. Dapat, di ba, sa seller yan, hindi yan sa'yo. Yung mga minsan na charge pa yan sa buyer. Although, depende na. Kunyari kung sobrang baba. It really depends on you making the deal. All of the agreements, you have to figure it out and dapat planchado. Otherwise, malulugi ka. Mawawalan ka ng pera. Kaya,
Partner, may tanong sa iyo si Belen Alfornon.
Ako po yung nangyari sa akin, sa nakuha ko na pre-selling, natapos ko ang down, pero nahirapan ako maghanap ng bank loan. Ayan, see? Kasi yung real estate agents, they're not concerned with that. Frankly, they just want to they want you to make the down payment. I think, di ba partner, meron tayong na-experience na yung road shows ng mga real estate agents where they have actually a bank loan officer with them. Yun yung mga magandang events kasi it shows that they're serious about you owning their property. They're bringing somebody along who can help you secure your financing. Pero again, at the same time, you might not get the best loan that you can if you're going to go with the loan that they offer. No, so talk to your bank. Yung banko nyo mismo yung pinaka-okay. Wherever kasi isipin mo ha, if you already have a large deposit in one bank, they have an incentive to give you a loan at a lower interest
Back to
rate.
back.
Yes,
Back to
oo.
back loan with your deposit.
Yes, pwede po yan, di ba? And they view you, syempre, kung madami ka ng transaction with them, they'll view you as an important person. Hindi yung bago ka pa lang sa bangko, hindi ka nila kilala, di ba? Dadaan ka sa, di ba? You're gonna have to jump through hoops to get their loan. Yan. So
Bibigyan ka pa ng cake pag birthday mo.
Ayun, oo nga, di ba? Bibigyan ka pa ng credit card na ano, para makuha yung deposit mo, di ba? Bibigyan ka ng
Free for life,
free for
annual
life.
fee.
Oo, di ba?
Pa-shout out po kay Don Manluya, watching
Hello,
from the
Don.
UAE. O,
Ay, nako,
yan.
ayan. Dami
Tapos,
akong fans.
partner, may magandang question dito.
Ayan. I am retiring by next year already. What investment will I avail? Okay.
Next year na yung retirement.
Oo, partner, mahirap to.
Okay, sige. Yung, di ba sabi ko kanina, retiring ka na next year. Therefore, dapat yung budget mo for your monthly, for your annual expenses, medyo ililipat mo na. If that's invested already now in the stock market, wag medyo mag-liquidate ka na ng iyong mga investments, tapos ilagay mo na doon sa mga instruments that will help you budget your outlays. So those are bond placements, or pwedeng kung medyo gusto mo pa rin ng konting capital increase, buy REITs. REITs are like bonds kasi 90%, 'di ba? They are required to give away as dividends yung kanilang kinikita. Because if they don't meet the 90% requirement, hindi sila bibigyan ng tax breaks ng government. So REITs are actually like bonds with a little capital appreciation added into it. So if you're a retiree, you plan way in advance. Either you're getting money from your company as retirement pay, or nakapag-ipon ka na through the years, and you need to make sure that you don't outlive your retirement fund, di ba? So yun, yung kung you're 60 now, maybe your budget for your 70 to 80, you can keep it in index funds because you still have a long way to go. Pero yung first 10 years mo, you sort of put it in bonds or REITs or money market placements already. Do not hope for great returns anymore kasi malapit mo na siyang gamitin. You just have to preserve it para hindi siya maubos ng inflation. So yung hurdle rate mo might be 5%. If you're earning 5%, 6% on those investments, okay ka na. Pasok na pasok yung REITs doon. Kasi a lot of them are offering 5%, 6%, 7% dividend rates. No, and then the bonds now a little lower than that, pero okay lang yun kasi ibig sabihin you will get the full amount back, you just hold till maturity and then benefit from the interest payments quarterly or every year.
Yeah, ayan, kaya ako nasabi partner na mahirap kasi if you're going to retire next year and then ngayon ka pa lang mag-i-invest, ano yun, medyo mahirap na po yun, medyo late na. So hopefully you already have something set aside for your retirement, and we wish you all the luck. Don't be too risky. Don't be too risky kasi yun nga, mag-retire ka na next year.
Wag mo po ilalagay sa bagong negosyo na not tried and tested ha. Common concern yan ng mga retirees kasi wala na kaming trabaho tapos may retirement pay. Lahat nilagay sa negosyo. Sanay maging salaried person. So pagdating sa negosyo, lugi lahat. Kawawa naman. They'll have to go back to work.
Iba pa yung discipline of being an entrepreneur kasi you have to care about everything. If you're an employee, you have to care about your job. But if you're an entrepreneur, you're the boss, you care about everything. So iba po yan, iba po yung pagod na dala ng pagiging entrepreneur.
Ayan, konti na lang, patapos na tayo.
Oo, 46 na pala.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Alright. Quick answer. Uy, andito pala si Elu Pangan.
Hello, Elu.
Ayan. Okay, very quick lang tayo dito sa mga natira. Relative market value ng property sa Cubao at ano ang may tutulong ng zonal valuation. Ang baba po ng zonal valuation. So what you can do, you just Google, look for similar properties and how they're selling.
Yes, totoo yan, partner. They're actually trying to push a legislation through Congress that will help raise the zonal value kasi ang baba. Pero yung kapalit nun is tataas yung amilyar. Okay? So, yun yung kapalit
Oo.
nun. But yeah, just go for the market value na lang. Although tapos be wary also kasi yung the banks when they look at the valuation for kung magkano ipapautang sa inyo, they'll be very conservative. They'll look at the market value and very often they cut it in half. And then they say, ayan.
Yep. Okay, bye-bye na daw po. Sorry.
Bye-bye na.
Pinapagalitan na po tayo ng direct.
Okay.
Overtime.
Sige. Overtime na pala
Overtime
tayo.
na po masyado. Maraming salamat po sa sumama sa atin ngayong gabi. At sana wag nyo kaming ma-miss masyado kasi next week po tayo ulit magkikita-kita. Pero invite po namin kayo ni Partner Warren sa ating last leg of our financial literacy roadshows for this month. Meron po tayo on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Makikita nyo po ito sa The Bright Millennial Facebook group. Kung hindi po kayo member noon, you can join there. You can watch us live there. Sorry, Warren, kinumit na kita. Hindi ko pa po actually sure kung may time siya, but we will be there 7 p.m. Pwede po kayong mag-register na while early pa lang. Yan.
Yeah.
And then, I think yun na yung last natin for this month.
Yeah. Okay. Ayan. So, yan. Time to wrap up the show. Thank you so much to all of you guys for joining. Maganda yung yung usapan natin ngayon, very productive.
Yes. And chill lang.
Responsive yung mga viewers natin tonight. So, ayan, I'll just closing words, like what we always say, like what I always say, the more you learn, the more you earn, from Warren Buffett. So yeah, keep learning. Keep tuning in to us and subscribe and watch us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Kumu, and TikTok. Si Salve, nag-TikTok yan. Pero hindi sumasayaw. Diba? Dapat sumasayaw na yan pag nag-TikTok.
Hindi ko magaya si Rahul last time.
Sobrang
galing.
Hindi ko magawa. Ikaw nagagawa mo.
Hindi.
Nagagawa.
Iba yung sa kanya, parang nag-iba talaga. Anyway, meron akong very, very important and deep thing na sasabihin sa inyo. Handa na ba kayo? Huwag gaya-gaya, puto maya. Dapat ang investment plan, para sa inyo talaga yan. Customized. Huwag gaya-gaya, puto maya. Thank you, everyone! Maraming salamat sa pagsama sa amin ngayong gabi. Bye po sa YouTube, Facebook, and Kumu viewers. Thank you, Partner Warren, always, for the gift of your time. Bye, everyone!
Bye-bye, guys. Keep safe.